Well, let me show y'all so y'all know where I'm sitting and hanging out at. Before we got all this snow here, well, a couple weeks ago now it was, whatever. Anyways, we had some pretty gnarly winds come through, and it blew the roof of the shed off up here at the garden. Part of it's my fault. I didn't have it fastened down right, and I actually just literally took the entire roof off, everything, lowered it down, drug it across the garden, and then lifted the entire roof all together back up, and I just had it sitting up here by these boards sticking up. Held out for however many months until a good enough gnarly wind come through and picked it off. But anyways, what I was wanting to talk about was, so I know, yeah, this will be all a little bit jumbled up and stuff. I'm not going to play around on some of the cutting stuff or whatever. This is an afterthought of the video that I made and stuff, so I figured I'll just splice this in somewhere, and I'm going to splice all this in too as well. Actually, I'm not going to let none of it, just so y'all know that this stuff ain't easy. And man, y'all content creators out here that do these outstanding jobs, man, like, hats off to you. Man, y'all deserve what y'all get on y'all, literally, like, the work that y'all put in on everything like that, like, hats off. Anyways, so I'll talk about this for us, like, I'm not your typical farmer. It's because I am by trade a welder and a fabricator. I have a small little metalworking business. Y'all all see or know or whatever, may not know. Anyways, I can do quite a bit with metal and stuff. I'm kind of talented a little bit. Not trying to take my own horn or make me sound like an extraordinaire. I'm not at all. I'm not the best welder. I know welders better than me. I know fabricators better than me. Personally, I do, and I'm always honest about too as well. And I forgot to mention this in the other segment that I'll just be splicing this in somewhere. Is that, far as like the tools, the farm tools. When I was back to 2020 doing all research and trying to learn things and stuff, there's probably more small tool manufacturers out there now than what there was just in 2020. But for instance, let's use Farmer's Friends, for instance. Back in the day, I can't remember the feller's name, and I'm sorry, but their greens harvester was invented by a 17-year-old. Some people don't know that. Some people do that are in this, far as like, this type of farming or lifestyle. But no, originally the quick cut greens harvester, you'll see it, in clips of my videos or whatever. Maybe they post about it, whatever. That was originally invented by a 17-year-old. And so me just naturally being innovative and, fitter and a fabricator or whatever and stuff, and just, I've always made things. That was, one of the things too that I decided to do to try to marry the metal business and start up a small little working farm and try to marry them together and see what would come out. For instance, which I don't think he planned on this at all, but I will name drop, for instance, like Connor from Never Sink Farms. That is a very good one. And then also too, Farmer Friends. Those are great examples. Oh, Johnny Seed is another good one as well. Those are great examples of, well, some of those guys were actually farmers and then somehow got into doing tools and whatnot. But they have a good general idea of, farmers making tools for farmers, and that's a great idea. And I think I can cater to that and be able to do that for us, like getting into the small farm business or whatever, micro farming, urban farming, I don't know, whatever you want to call it and stuff like that. But that's my goals. And of course, y'all been seeing me post and talk about the Broad Fork. That is my first tool farm implement that I have come up with and design and manufacturing or going to be manufacturing and doing everything like that all myself, well, help with my wife too as well. But this is all stuff that's in-house, this is nothing that's farmed out to a company overseas or some big corporation. I'm just it's a husband and wife team, just, Jesse and Lois, and that's it and whatnot. But yep, no, I'll go ahead and let the rest of the video roll, and and hope y'all enjoy. My business plan is eventually I want to start out, I want to at least try to find one restaurant, which I've already found one restaurant to work with in town. The other is just to find, far as like neighbors or whatever, you know, for us to produce to sell to and whatnot. The other thing is certain ethnic groups here in Eastern Kentucky. We actually have in our area, we have a large Indian population. And there's no grocery stores and no farmers that are catering that I know of, that I've learned yet, being here, that are catering to the Indians and stuff. So if they want to make any dishes from their home country, for us like fresh herbs and veggies, they can't get it here locally fresh. They have to drive at least to Cincinnati, which for us is roughly like around a 4-hour drive. So you're looking roughly at least an 8-hour round trip for somebody that's wanting to go get fresh herbs and veggies to be able to, you know, to make a dish, you know, to remind them of home. I've spent a lot of time away from home. I've never been outside the states, but I have spent a lot of time away from home. And I can say from the area of the country that I come from, there is a whole lot of times that I just miss food or being able to get certain things and stuff. Like surprisingly, I come from the South. Surprisingly, once you get so far north, people have no clue what okra is. Slightest idea. And I always thought that was just insane when I'd be like, folks would ask, well, what's some of the things that you like eating back home? Well, oh, you know, fried okra is one of them. They'd be like, what's that? And okra is one of the things, like, how do you explain it to somebody other than pulling a picture up? Like, I don't know how to explain, you know, okra, especially fried okra, you know, something that you have literally grew up seeing your entire life. I don't know. Yeah, I always think of okra in my life, fried okra. But anyways, but also too as well, one of the things that I'm wanting to try to do with the farm is kind of like a pay it forward type deal. Since I got into doing research, learning about, you know, small scale farming, micro farming, whatever you want to call it, market gardening, urban farmer, I don't know. But anyways, the small scale farming that I plan on doing, there is that's a lot of little farmers, you know, in neighborhoods and small little plots of land and stuff like that, and, you know, catering to their area and whatnot. But anyways, one of the things I'm going to do when I was doing research, you know, just kind of learning things, I think there's a farm, I can't remember the name of the farm, but it's down in one of the Carolinas, if I remember right, the video that I stumbled across on YouTube. I want to say you can find it on Farmer's Friend YouTube channel. I believe you can find it or whatever. I just can't remember the name of the farm because I think that's where I found this video at. But anyways, they do like a pay it forward type program, and basically they have fresh veggie boxes that, you know, whatever's in harvest are in these boxes, kind of like a CSA type deal. And they give their customers the option to, of course, you know, they're going to pay for their box that they're getting, but they give the customer option, if I remember correctly, it might be a percentage, or most definitely like can pay for a complete whole other box that the farm can actually donate to a family in need and stuff. And I think that is just absolutely fantastic. I really, really, truly do. Especially in today and time where we're so not too sure about our food, where it comes from, and then all the stuff that they pump into food and stuff. It's just some of the reasons, you know, me starting off gardening anyways, but I grew up around gardening, so it was just probably inevitable that I was going to have a garden regardless and try to, you know, do my own little thing with. But no, that is something that I want to do. Like, I think in our area that far as like finding, you know, whatever certain ethnic groups to try to help cater to, and also try to like also help with giving back to my community, my area and stuff, and, you know, just help feed people. And it would literally just be the community helping the community in a sense, other than as long as I can keep up with the demand. And excuse me, got a little bit of phlegm, and I'm up here sitting on the roof and I ain't got a drink of water, nothing, all dry throat, and I wasn't even planning on doing a video. It just come upon me, try to do a little YouTube video, maybe just talk about the farm and whatnot, and just touch a little basis. But, you know, I am a small farm. I have I've done this all on my own buck. The videos that you see for us, like my high tunnel, my greenhouse, with some of the stuff up here, is all on my own buck, you know, and stuff. So it's been a lengthy process, but you know, here I am up here, a little bird eye view. There's the big high tunnel. Then right there in front of it, probably hard to see, is the boxes. That will be where the small high tunnel will go. Got my asparagus beds over there. Got these beds. I have a ton more beds that I need to get built, and I'm actually really thinking about go ahead and expanding the garden a little bit. I need some more, a little bit more straighter runs so I can be able to get the beds that I need to be able to try to do the production on growing fresh veggies and whatnot, to be able to, yeah, stumble a little bit. Anyway, it's kind of hard when none of this stuff's scripted or anything like that. I'm just, you know, rolling dice, just going with it. But anyways, but I do need like some more straight runs so I can have the space for the bed, so I can be able to try to do the production and fresh produce I want to do, because at least having like fresh spinach and lettuce is one of the things that I want to be pretty common on, and always kind of have. Fresh herbs is another thing. Medicinal herbs or whatever type, I want to get into a little bit of that. And then also culinary herbs, which there are culinary herbs that are medicinal herbs, like oregano is one of them, and also rosemary is another one of them that is it has medicinal purposes, and it does have culinary, you know, stuff too as well and whatnot. You know, a little bit of rosemary on a grilled steak. Anyways, so yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. I'm going to stop gabbing now. I'm going to try to go ahead and get a little bit more done on the roof. And plus, too, my rumpus is kind of hurting a little bit sitting on this board as long as I have been and whatnot. But I hope this helps a little bit, give y'all a little bit more insight on the farm, what I plan on doing with the farm as the goes and stuff. And I'm just glad y'all decided to stay in and watch this long. And if you have decided to tune in and watch this long, please like and subscribe, share, do all that. It does actually help out. And then too, for a new little YouTuber content creator, it is a little boost of confidence too as well. You know, when you do see people taking interest in your content and everything like that, it at least lets me know that I'm doing right and feeling good and stuff. But I've had some really great friends that have gave me some good positive feedback, things that I do need to work on my content and everything like that. And I'm just going to do my best and keep y'all filled in and whatnot, and just keep doing what I always do. But no, I do actually enjoy documenting the things I do and talking about them a little bit. I do actually enjoy sharing all this stuff with people out there that do take interest in it and whatnot, because I find stuff like this interesting, and reason why that, you know, some people get into farming or whatever and stuff. And folks that know me, I've already had, you know, one old buddy message me and was like, man, back in the mini trucking days, I never would have guessed in a million years would have, you know, that you'd be turning into a little micro farmer or something like that. So you never know what life's going to take you and stuff. But yeah, I'm most definitely not your most typical farmer. I can tell you that. I'm probably one of the few out there that have 20 years of fitting and fabricating experiences and has a small little metal working shop. And my projects out here, you'll see that I'll be at, if I got a chance to add metal to it or something laying around, whatever, like, I'm kind of innovative or whatever, or resourceful. That's it, resourceful. I'm pretty resourceful, and I'm pretty good at being resourceful and trying to make stuff look as good as I possibly can with what I have. But anyways, I will get off my soapbox and also get off this shed roof, because like I said, my rumpus is killing me and I keep gabbing on. But y'all have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. And like I said, please, if you've stayed in this long, please like, share, subscribe. It really does help out in all aspects and everything. And leave a comment too as well. You know, let me know if there's more stuff that you want me to talk about. That's one reason why I've done just the greenhouse video on that, because I had somebody message me and tell me that they like a little bit more on the greenhouse. I do plan on doing more videos on the greenhouse in the future as well. But like I said, I need to get off here or I'm going to probably just keep going on. But y'all have a good one, and thank you very much.